Hey everybody, hi kids. That's the Henry Hahn house where I signed to adopt all the kids, and they were that fella's kids. The Hollywood Yo-Yo I used to refer to. Anyway, now they're my kids now. Queen Victoria is Virginia, and I knew her in the early 1800s, and we got sort of a married, engaged kind of thing. And it's a trump card that they think they hold, a kind of ace, until I play it. And then, about two or 3 months ago, I played it. So, Ace Troy, I don't know. That's how it was described to me, as basically this whole thing's kind of a game, and if I play enough of their cards that they have, see, every time I play one of the aces, in a sense, University of Oregon, every time I play one of an ace, in a sense, they lose an ace, and eventually I wind up holding all the cards, quite literally. So, I don't know how many aces I got left. I seem to find a new one every once in a while. Garage for rent. Oh, there we go. I can live in there. Read them more. I should have like a time or something like that. Oh, I got the time on the camera, and then I got the time here. This is like 12:27. It's about a minute ahead. It's just about 60 seconds. You stop doing that. No one's talking to you. Oh, birdie up there. He went, phew. But I'm a cheerleader. That's the kind of car I want to get. A white, probably like a CRV. I know I hate this because I can talk about things and tour around, and it's just like I've already talked about these things without the camera going on, and it's like I gotta kind of say them again. It's just like, well, look at the video, and I haven't that bird. Anyway, this was, and I told the story best the first time, this is the house where some of us were joking that that it could flood, and because I saw some water leaking out here. Now I don't seem to see it. It could like flood, and then how smart was this? And no turnarounds. Can you walk up the thing? It would flood, and then it would go all the way down there, and it would like rest, kind of in a crooked fashion. And then people could. Some kid was saying, he could charge money for people and to go see it, and they could go look at it and stuff like that. And it would be way down there. I'm talking like industrial Northwest Portland or something, or down by where the Conway trucks are kept or something like that. And all that. Let's see. Let's do Gulf News, ArabNews.com, Jerusalem Post, Times of Israel, and that's probably going to be about it. I don't think there's a way out, or up, or around or something. Ceremonial. And I got to do Land of Make-Believe down there by the school. Land of Make-Believe. Ding! Then you go down the stairs. The apartments that are across the street from Chapman, just to give you a preview. The boat, that's up there on that one road that's Truman. That's it. And it's all the way up there. I haven't figured it out even myself the rest of the tour, but there we go. Oh, this was not smart. This was not wise at all. Why here? Well, I figure you gotta go where the money is. And, I don't know what that is, and I'm gonna go down and check it out. It's the missing cat. Oh, I think I found both of them. probably a missing cat. I don't know. I don't have glasses, and I need glasses, and I don't have them. Oop, that dropped too. Dang. Okay. This wasn't well planned. I actually had I did it. I just didn't get it. I actually had I figured that I could a plan to go like over there, and I thought it would work, and it just didn't. I was like that road, and there may have been like another road that would go over there, and there'd be like steps or something like that. It didn't work out. There's that road that I figured. What's the other road, Greg? Apparently it doesn't even exist, so. Well, I got them papers and stuff. Video that. Pipes. That's what I've been writing about. Well, I've been here before. Here's where I was yesterday. Rainbow Romack. Gregory John Romack. Let's get my IDs out again, I guess. We got Hyundai. I don't know, the Korean Times. Pyongyang Times. The news out of Seoul. The news out of Busan. The news out of northern North Korea. I got that Korean tote bag on the way. I am so North Korea. Bird. Well, you'll have to see a lot of it. I don't know. It's kind of pathetic if people only get to see of me. It's like some 25-minute here and there kind of video. Damn, this is pathetic. I'm still working with satellites? God, that's pathetic. I am, and I was talking about this earlier, beginning to kind of think satellites probably shouldn't have been done in the first place. It just became an excuse for people to sort of kind of look, but not really kind of look. Because, you know, you want to know, but you don't really want to know. When you want to do something, but you don't really want to do anything. Like England, for example. Alright, have I been up this road? I think so. Is it raining? Yeah. And yard work, because this is what rich people do. They either do yard work, or they got remodeling for the houses. That's why you want to, you know, maybe an upper middle class, or even just a middle class neighborhood, so it's not so damn noisy. With yard work or remodeling. Dang, see there's, that's like a dead end over there. I've been there, and that's where the house advertisement is. For the house. And, so, this was not planned out well. This was not going like I was thinking. That's alright, I can do plenty of others. And, well, if I guess I would have known, I would have gone that way, but I already did one that way. I already did one this way. I did that one that way when I did this one this way. So, there we go. So, I can't really get in there. There we go. That's like the buildings. You know, you build them like that. You know, and you build them rather large. I think actually silver was supposed to be like the preferred color of the things, reflective wise or something like that. I don't know with the sun. And you build them one behind and front of the other, and you just build them by the thousands, and you move everybody in the rest of the world here. You pipe in the water, all that kind of stuff. Forget about it. Getting the geography might be a little difficult to arrange. Remember I think the Germans did get like Arizona, and then they kind of lost it. They did lose it. That's not in Casablanca, though. That's in not Treasure of the Sierra Madre. Damn, what the hell is it? It's in let's just go like that. The African Queen. In fact, that may have been about the time that it happened. You know, you get the cigar, you throw it out, and all the people, all the Africans run to grab it and smoke it. You know, so it's like, if you don't want it, we'll take it. You know. So then there's, you know, France, and we should talk about that some other time. Anyway, because I don't remember exactly about some things very well. Damn, I don't know if I should say that. The more people I get to like hate me, I think, you know, the better off I am actually at this point. So don't be nice to anybody. But then again, I don't. Never mind. That's so. We'll talk about that later. No, I mean literally. So, and that's China, of course. I gotta write a letter about that sometime with and the French and their love for paperwork and stuff. The Mexicans were just like, we don't need papers to tell us where we can go or here or there. We'll just, you know, badges. We don't need these stinking badges. And then it's like, boom, you know, with the hat. That's China as well. It was just like, you know, the Frenchmen and their love for paperwork. What is this? We need to work with that? You got to be kidding. You know, we don't need to do that. You know, we got the kid over here. He'll just let this Chinese people and everybody else just go wherever the heck they want. The French wanted things easy for their people, or steeple perhaps. They wanted it easy for their people to like travel from here and there, make the passports and the paperwork a little less messy and stuff like that. And it was the really mean Chinese and the Mexicans that were kind of like, you know, were like, what the hell? I mean, really? I don't know. Maybe there's like something in the French culture which is sort of like, you know, we want the paperwork. And then we want that paperwork to be easier for us to like do this, that, and the other thing. And then there we go. And then we could tell everybody how we're in like Flynn with this side or the other thing. I think the rest of the world's just like, I just want to get into a tube and then go from here to there. You know, no cars, no nothing. As fast as any jet, perhaps faster. And what the heck is this? Even now I could look at like a lot of places like here and it's just like, what a waste. Even with like a lot of apartments and stuff. This could all be like so much bigger buildings. It could bring the whole world here. Well, I don't know. Going to be this nauseating? Probably a little bit. All the news in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. Just a second here. New York, Connecticut. Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Maryland, Delaware, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana. I know I don't get it exactly in order. Let's see. And then New Mexico, Arizona, California, the news in Mexico, the news in British Columbia, the news in Alberta, Manitoba, Winnipeg, Quebec, let's see, Nova Scotia, Let's say Prince Edward Island. Is that it? I don't know, something like that. There's a little helicopter up there. You know, and all that kind of stuff. News in Mexico, Nayarit, Mexico City, Guadalajara, Monterrey. Is that it? Monterrey. Yeah, that's it. And then Monorail. And let's do the Yucatan. And Guatemala, Honduras, Costa Rica. Just go like this. Here we go. Costa Rica, and then you got Colombia, you got Panama, you got El Salvador, you got Belize, you got Jamaica. Jamaica me crazy. Okay, but they never get tired of hearing that. Cuba. And well, let's see. How much time do I got? All right, I got 10 minutes, and stuff like that. And well, here's the Cambridge with England, and it's just, you know, you just kind of go through like that. There's let's say North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Kansas, Missouri. Let's do Arkansas. The news in Kentucky, the news in Tennessee. You know, just kind of go through it. Colorado and Montana and Wyoming and stuff like that. California, Oregon. I already said California. And Washington. I used to work on this when it was being built. I scrapped for it for the most part. When I was in construction, I was in the union at the time. Gosh, what year was this? Like 97? No, it was like 98. I was living in Salem, actually, and commuting. I guess I missed that bird. And commuting. And didn't see like this much of it like finished. They were kind of just sort of like working on it. And then I went and worked at, was it 97 maybe? Komatsu. And yeah, worked at the Fujitsu plant for a while there. That was out there in Gresham and stuff like that. Komatsu was like the one out like in Hillsborough by the airport, and so that was like over the summer. Worked at the YMCA in Sherwood when that was being built. Sure, they've added on to it since then. This is like when they were first building it, and so it's just stuff I did. Here's what I was talking about before. Street over there, walking along like here. Talking about the roads here, about how they were like narrow like that, with just basically about where the brick is at, and then they had like one space for like parking. We had like the orange sign that was out that tell people if it was like someone's wearing orange in that British car or whatever, and then it would tell people if they could like walk on that or drive on that street or not that particular day and stuff, little flap and stuff like that. Damn, it was just, and it would like kind of go somewhat up. It was in this round black like cylinder thing that would go out like so. It's just one of those things where it's like, you know, you gotta demand to see it on video. See, look, orange right there. You know, let's not do that though. Let's go over here. Say, it's this side of the other thing, and it's just, I don't know. So something else. And I'm just like, well, all right, I'm right here though, you know, and it's all about me. I'm claiming it. You can watch me anytime you want. That's one of the things I need to do at the library is print up all the YouTube type stuff that I'm like doing and picture wise and stuff, and then just put that out all over the place. Everything I'm kind of getting from China, which refers to like the humanist thing here, is the only way they can really comment on it, is that the stuff is very censored. You know, it's very heavily censored here. There's a lot of people that just don't see a whole heck of a lot of stuff that goes on, and they don't really necessarily know. So, I'll go over here where it's quiet. So, you know, it's just like, it's one of those things where like people pay you and give you stuff that you want, and you don't want to like particularly look, then you're not really going to want to particularly look. And it's like, it's not affecting your living, so, you know, why should you like bother? It's one of those things where it's like, a disaster might happen, but you never really quite, you never really quite want to do anything about it. And, I don't know. Maybe like the half of them, if not most of them, even know who the heck I am going around doing this kind of stuff. But, this is what I can do, and they can look it up, or they could say, well, we can't because they won't let us, and I think I'll just kind of give up from there. I'm just like, all right. Oh, it just landed. I missed it. I did that, but it was off the screen. Birds. That's how I got my start. Oh, well, you gotta keep filming it. Well, if you miss anything on the camera, you can always, you gotta demand it. $21 minutes, well, less than that even. Heck, this is my way back. Or more than I have to. I gotta do that soon. I said I was gonna go to the library and do all that stuff like today, and I didn't. So, actually met with Illuminati. Did with the Masons. Did with everybody at some point. Illuminati is when I went like this, and I was supposed to go like this, and that was supposed to be their thing. And I wound up I kind of go like that every time. They were like, "You're showing lots of disrespect." I heard that it was like the ink was barely even dry on this side of the other thing. It was like almost like within minutes. People rushed in and then completely just sold me out, Oh wait, no, that's in, it goes that way. When you're doing it in the video for, just before Long and Lost gets going, and Florence and the Machine. What's this guy talking about? He's all over the place. I'm like, oh. You just gotta kind of like look it up, and it's just, you kind of, if you're just looking now on these videos, you're really late in the game. I mean, I've been talking like this for, like, this kind of thing since 2013. And I was talking to Hannah on Skype and in emails and stuff like that in late 2010. I was actually talking a little bit like this in the spring of 2010. So, it's just, I don't know. And it's like, well, we can't watch everything. I'm just like, well, all right. I don't know. You got a lot of power, they got a lot of power. It's just, and I got a lot of potential power. Okay, a minute and a half. Little birdie just crossed, but I didn't get it on the camera. I need a camera. Was it this way and that way? It's just about out of time. Yeah. I'll look for the Sue Ellen house sometime. Shoot, I'm just about out of time. Look, there's somebody right there. Look, there's somebody right there. There's a person. Oh my gosh. And that's about it. Just let it run.